guys, welcome or welcome back to the Blue Butterfly Tarot. Today we are looking into a specific no contact and or separation situation. What are they currently feeling about you? And I've got two piles for you. This is pile number one, this is pile number two. Pile number one is this frog finger puppet. Alright, and it says hello. And pile number two is this turtle finger puppet. And it too says hello. Take your time, see which pile or piles you feel intuitively called to. I do want to say this is a general reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest. Please be careful of scammers. I will never reach out to you asking you to follow or subscribe or book a private reading, so just please be a little bit careful about that. My private readings are open right now. You can check the details in the description box below. I'm going to give you a few seconds to see which pile or piles you feel intuitively called to, and then I shall begin, alright? Hi, pile one. For those of you who chose the frog finger puppet, this is going to be your reading, alright? Before we get into the reading, let's just take some time to realign our energies. So close your eyes. Think of your person. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Alright, let's get into the oracle cards that I have for you. These are for later. Let's see. Truth be told, fatigue, judgment, bitterness, Byzantine, I hope I pronounced that correctly, charcoal, balance, impermanence, heritage, nightingale, camel. Very, very interesting there. Let's get into it. The reason why I said interesting is because I've got blue showing up in both of your readings, or both parts of your reading. This connection could have gone on for a very, very long time. Pile 2, it could have been on and off because we've got heritage coming with impermanence. So it feels like things have been unfolding and then not folding and then unfolding and then not folding between the two of you for quite some time now. Frankly, I think that there is exhaustion on both ends, not just on the nightingale's end. And there is definitely bitterness on both ends because of what has gone down or what has continuously gone down between the two of you. This is definitely no contact and or separation, even though I intended it to be. I can definitely feel in the energy because either both of you are talking or not talking and then not talking. So that cycle has been repeating between the two of you for quite some time now. And there is a yearning on both ends actually to kind of bring a stop to that cycle, to bring balance, to stop, going into a phase where you are not talking to each other. I'm seeing this more to be your person's energy and this to be more of your energy. Pile 1, I think that you are tired. I really think that you have done your best. You have, at every stage, you've given it your all, but it feels like no matter how much of effort you put into this connection, it's just not working out. And the amount of effort that you're putting into this connection, you're not seeing it in the output. And that's been causing even more exhaustion on your end. I mean, it's no wonder you're burned out from this connection, pile 1. And on your person's end, right now, it feels that they are, on the outside, very cool, calm, and collected. But inside, I think that there is a lot this person is struggling with about this connection as well. They're not really happy with the way things have been going on between the two of you. And it looks like it's been going on for quite some time now. And the more cycles both of you complete of this on and off, the more that they're losing hope about whether or not this connection is truly meant to be. And they're unable to understand why both of you keep seeking each other out when all it's going to end in is just both of you going back to the same cycle of not talking to each other, and then back again, and then not back again. There is a truth there is a truth coming out between the two of you, like an understanding about this connection happening between the two of you. On your person's end, it's more of, okay, well, if this connection was meant to be, then maybe, it wouldn't be so on and off. That could be like a realization, or at least a truth that this person is trying to bring about or tell you about it, Pawan. On your end, the truth that's coming out is, if it were truly meant to be, then you would be seeing the efforts, like the results of your efforts, but you're not. And so that has led to a lot of exhaustion within you, and you're trying to understand if this connection is really meant to be or not. Like I said, both of you are in the phase where the cycle has happened so many times that you're trying to be honest with yourselves about whether both of you are just forcing something that's not meant to be, and that's why there's so much of a misalignment. That's why both of you are unable to bring balance. So on your person's end, it's slightly different thought process. On your end, slightly different thought process, but both of you are in the phase where you're being honest with each other. On your end, I definitely see more hope, Palwan, but you too, you're starting to get a little bit more grim about why you're feeling this way. I mean, yes, relationships are hard work, but with the amount of work that you've been putting in, there's a part of you that's feeling that it shouldn't have to be this difficult, It's kind of like an uphill battle, or both of you are just going upstream all the time. Like there's no downstream at all. And there's a lot of frustration that's building within you as well. Both of you could be bitter towards each other. There could be resentment building up as well, given the on and off phases. But both of you could just be bitter about maybe destiny or fate, or however both of you perceive it to be, the reason for why both of you are just so on and off all the time. On your person's end, I don't see hope at all. There's probably one flicker of hope left in them, but frankly, I think that the amount of times this has happened, they're gearing up to walk away. That's the energy that they're in. There's a little bit more hope in you, but I think you two are gearing up to walk away as well, and just be honest with both of you, like both of you being honest with yourselves about maybe this connection was just never meant to be kind of energy. All right? So if this sounds like you and your person, Pawan, let's get into what are they currently feeling about you. Five coming up over there, so definitely change on the horizon, but what that change is going to be, I think that depends on your individual situation. What is Pawan's person currently feeling about Pawan? We got the Two of Cups, Eight of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles, the Moon, Eight of Wands, the Sun. It's definitely bittersweet energy coming through from your person there. Palwan, on one hand, we've got the moon as well coming out for them as well. So on one end, there is so much of love between the two of you. Both of you cannot deny it, all right? It's just, why is there so much of distance when both of us have such deep feelings for each other? This could be a soulmate connection of some kind. I would not be surprised, but really take that as it resonates, all right? But the way that I see it, both of you have very, very strong feelings towards each other. Both of you feel very, very pulled. It's like when both of you are not talking to each other, both of you are constantly thinking about each other. Both of you sense each other's energy, and both of you are just, you're just in each other's lives, even though you're not physically there. But when both of you are physically together, it's like you can't wait to get away from each other, or there's just something or the other that's pulling both of you apart. And your person is unable to understand that. And they feel that maybe both of you were meant to have feelings for each other, but be apart. You know, just maybe that is part of your destiny, that both of you are not meant to be physically together, but you're meant to experience each other's energy from far. And so there's an element of spirituality that is setting in with your person. I can definitely see that, Pal One, because I think that they've tried every single explanation about why both of you keep going through these cycles, but they're unable to have that clarity. And so your person might be looking into like soulmate type connections and just, you know, even searching for it or asking people around about it. And they're slowly coming to a conclusion that maybe both of you are not meant to be in each other's lives, but you're just meant to be in each other's thoughts and each other's energy. And so there's a bit of realization. Like I said, it's very, very bittersweet because your energy is pure, Palwan, and they love feeling it. But that's the sweet part. The bitter part is that maybe both of you are not meant to be physically together. And that is this person's perception, Palwan. They want both of you to work together and to get to a point where both of you feel content and happy. But it looks like both of you have constantly kept trying for that, but it's never worked out. So your person is losing a lot of hope. Each cycle that both of you go through, your person is losing a lot of hope. And it looks like when, like it's on, and then when it's off, and then when both of you get to on, it's like there's a lot of hope that comes between the two of you, that both of you will be able to work things out. But when things crash again, and both of you go into the off phase again, your person's really, really affected by it, Pal One, and I'm sure you are too. We've got the Nightingale coming out for you, so I'm sure that you are too, but I think you're still holding on to hope, but your person is no longer, or at least there's very, very little left. Like the future that they once saw between the two of you, they're unable to see it anymore just because of how many times and how long both of you have been in this cycle. There are a lot of feelings, Pawan, I will like tell you that. Like there are a lot of very, very deep feelings, but your person's wondering if this is how it was always meant to unfold between the two of you, just being apart and just feeling each other's energy, but not being close to each other. What are they currently feeling about you? Despair, bittersweet feelings, lack of hope, wishing. They're like wishing things were different, but the phrase that's coming through is, I think we've got to be honest with ourselves. This is not working out. That's the energy that's coming through. There's a lot of sadness as well, Pawan. Like a lot of thoughts about how maybe this person is just meant to be alone in their life. That also is another message that's coming through. But yeah, how are they currently feeling about you, Pawan? A lot of love, a lot of care, a lot of concern, but that's often followed by them just losing hope about this connection. Your person thinks a lot about you in the night, Pawan. I think that your energy is something they can't seem to get away from. You are there all the time around them. It's like both of your energies are intertwined. And it brings them joy. Pile 1, to feel your energy. Even though both of you might not be talking to each other, it does bring them joy, but to physically ground the connection, the person doesn't think that there is a possibility for that anymore. And so the way that the message is coming through is your person feels that maybe this connection was just only meant to be in the 5D and not in the 3D. They might not understand that, like the 5D, 3D part of it, but the way that it's coming is maybe we're just meant to be in each other's thoughts, not in each other's lives. You might have tried to convince this person a lot, Pile 1. I'm getting that energy from you, but this person, it's in their nature to be a bit stubborn. And I think it's beyond a point where this person wants to listen anymore, because every time they have hope about this connection, it breaks their heart when both of you go into the off phase. And so there's also an element of protecting themselves and protecting their heart as well. It's like, how much more hope can I have about this connection? It's taking everything out of me. That's the phrases that are coming through. While you still have hope towards this connection, your person is emotionally detaching from the connection so that they can feel content about having this connection only in the 5D. Because don't get me wrong, there's a lot of love, a lot of love. But right now your person's losing hope. You know what I'll do? I'll see what's next for your connection, because what's next for Pile 1's person and Pile 1, please? Both of you are going to go your separate ways for a little while, but you're going to gain wisdom about this connection, about how to work together. We've got the owl coming twice. Both of you are going to be honest with each other. That's the next stage of your connection. And while you're being honest with each other, yes, both of you will look at other options. Doesn't have to be other people, but just different options of how both of you could work this out. Maybe possibly part ways as friends, part ways as acquaintances, or maybe be in each other's lives, but not really with the romantic aspect of it. That could also be so. Both of you will tell each other how you feel. Both of you will keep showing the amount of love that both of you have for each other, but it looks like you're going to come to a resolution that works for both of you, a dynamic that works for both of you. And it's going to take a little bit of both of you going your separate ways and thinking about this. But it looks like both of you are going to find a path that's going to work for you two, all right? So it looks like Pile 1, whatever hope you're having about this connection, hold on to that, all right? Looks like both of you are going to work things out, but yeah, you both are going to feel good about this connection at some point, but it's going to take like a brief separation, both of you going your own ways for a little while and thinking about how, or if there's another way to work on this connection. And both of you are going to find it while keeping the love that you have for each other intact, all right? So there is victory coming for this connection, Pile 1. Don't worry about it. It looks like there's a higher purpose to why both of you are in this phase right now, why both of you are feeling so much despair. Both of you are meant to come into alignment, but maybe how you're coming into alignment right now is not serving the both of you, so maybe both of you are being protected right now. But both of you are going to figure it out. Pile 1, both of you are going to find an option that works for two of you, and both of you are going to feel very, very good about it, all right? So don't lose hope, Pile 1. Might be some kind of divine intervention over here. I would not be surprised, given we have the crescent moon coming out and the blue coming out for you. All right? Let me get you one advice. One advice for one. Yeah, you both are going to find your stability. Take some time to go within, to think about this connection, to find options. Yes, you will, Pawan. All right? I think that this is more confirmation that you are going to find a solution that works for both of you. This could be a long distance couple as well. That is a message that's coming through. Doesn't have to be, but it could be. But Pal 1, until you find stability within yourself and go within and think about this, it might be difficult for you to find a solution that works for both of you. So take some time to go within, all right? Whatever's up in the air within you, try to ground that first, and then come up with different solutions that might not be something that both of you have tried before. I think both of you are going to get there. You're going to find different options and you're going to feel good about whichever option that both of you choose, but it's going to be different from what both of you have done up until now. Pal 1, all right? Okay, let me get you the other oracle cards that I'd set aside for you. Okay, so I've got 3 timing cards. Pal 1, all right, take your time. Think of 1, 2, 3 questions or as many as you'd like. Really depends on you. I'm going to give you some time to think about your questions. You can also pause this video if you have to, but with timing, please be a little bit careful. They're always based on the current energies of the connection when you're watching this video. And I also want to say if it comes out and it doesn't align with your intuition, most likely it's for someone else. Let it go. Don't force it to. If it comes out and it aligns with your intuition, then most likely it is for you. I'm going to give you a few seconds now, and then I shall tell you when I'm about to open the cards. Alrighty, Pal 1, I'm opening the cards now. 10 weeks, 7 months. When you decide you want better for yourself. All right, so these two, it looks like, based on the current energies and the current path that you're on, this is the timeline, so I'm not going to talk much about that. Whereas this one, let's talk a little bit about it. So when the timing is hazy, usually it means there's some alignment that needs to happen on your end for it to manifest or for you to align with whatever it is that you're asking about. So in your case, particularly Pine 1, it is when you decide you want better for yourself. And maybe that is the truth that you need to face, that maybe the way that both of you have been working on this connection isn't serving both of you anymore. And maybe what's better for you is a different option, you know? So that could be one that's coming out. So whatever it is that you asked about, think about what you're compromising on right now. Think about what you're settling for and think about, all right, how do I decide I want better for myself? What exactly is better for myself, you know? And believe that you are deserving of it. And that's when it will shift, all right? Pal 1, let's get more oracle cards for you. I am accepted, okay? I took this to be affirmations or messages or thumbs up coming up from your higher self. Prioritize your mental health. Yes, beautiful. Love that when it comes out. 7575 growth. Embrace growth and transformation. Okay, so let's get with this first, all right? So 7575 could be significant, doesn't have to be, but it was the angel number that wanted to come out. Pal 1, the way that I see it is, I think that there is growth and transformation that's meant to happen by being honest with yourself about this connection. Pal 1, all right? Embrace it. There's a transformation that's meant to happen so that both of you can align. So it can't align, you can't align until you're honest with yourself, all right? There is a change coming, whether you are hoping for it or not. But that change can be aligned if you embrace it, all right? That is the message that's coming out. Prioritize your mental health. Could be related to this connection. It doesn't have to be. If this connection or any other aspect of your life has been draining you, then I think that this is a big message coming through that it's time for you to prioritize your mental health. I am accepted. So could be related to this connection. It doesn't have to be, but if you've been feeling very, very neglected, or if you've been feeling that maybe there are parts of you are struggling to accept yourself. Again, we have truth be told, right? So maybe it's time for you to be honest with yourself about which parts of yourself are you struggling to accept? And then if you're in the process of learning how to accept them, then this is a really, really good affirmation. Now, for those of you that doesn't resonate, this could just be maybe a thumbs up coming from your higher self that yes, you are accepted and you're doing a great job with accepting yourself and even accepting the truth that you're meant to accept about this connection, all right? But yeah, like I said, especially with these 3 oracle cards that come out, I don't intend it to be related to the reading. I also want to help you in other aspects of your life, so I just keep these to be general. I try to relate them to the reading sometimes, but they don't have to, all right? Pile 1, this is where I'll leave you today. Really hope that this reading brought you the clarity, comfort, and confirmation you were looking for. Thank you for allowing me to read for you. My private readings are open right now. You can check the details in the description box below. If this is where you'd like to leave me, then I just want to say thank you so much for all the love and positive energy you've been sending my way, whether it's with the like, share, subscribe, comments, the tips to send in, watching the page ads. Those are the ways that I feel your love and positive energy, and I'm really, really grateful for it. Pile 1, take care of yourself. I wish you both the most peaceful outcome in this situation, all right? Bye-bye. Hi, Pile 2. For those of you who chose the turtle finger puppet, this is going to be your reading, all right? Before we get into your reading, let's just take some time to realign our energies. So close your eyes, think of your person, breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Alrighty, Pile 2. Let's get into the oracle cards that I have for you. These are for later, so we'll get into that in just a little bit. Right. Oh, you got 2. Regeneration and Unfinished Symphony. Disloyalty, Jealousy, Anchor, Sepia, Discipline, Promise, Ascend, Rabbit, Buffalo. Okay. I'm seeing this more to be your energy, Pile 2, and this to be more of your person's energy. With disloyalty over here, this doesn't have to be a third-party situation. Pile 2, it could just be that this person wasn't ready to own up to what they were feeling, and that led to a breakdown of this connection. I mean, I intended this reading to be no contact and or separation, but this is heavy, heavy no contact energy that's coming through. Both of you are looking to reconcile. Pile 2, the reason why I'm pausing is because it feels like you're thinking of trying again because of external factors, Pile 2. It doesn't look like... Yeah, I'm feeling it different. This is a little bit different, Pile 2. Give me a second, all right? Because the energy that's coming through is there might not be any feelings between the two of you again, or right now. But both of you want to try again because it was something that you promised at one point to each other, and both of you feel that maybe you want to see or give it a try again, just to get some closure. A situation that's coming to my mind is 2 people who want to try again for the sake of their kids. Or 2 people coming together because maybe at one point they saw a future with each other. There aren't much feelings right now, which is a little bit different than what I'm usually used to. That's why I'm taking a little bit of time out to you. But both of you are hoping that maybe over time the feelings will develop again. But right now, based on current energies, it looks like this is more of a duty, or this is more because at one point both of you thought they could be more, you know? So it's more of either owing it to your past self or owing it to the people around you. Could even be family members. Maybe this was an arranged marriage, you know, and both of you are trying to work things out for the sake of your families. That could also be one. Could also be that both of you are working things out because of societal expectations, because you don't want to disappoint your kids, or it could be varied. There's so many things coming through. So common theme for all of you is that you're trying again with this person because you owe it to someone. It could be your past self. You feel that you owe it to someone. It could be your past self, or it could be actual people involved as well. With discipline coming out, like I said, it feels more like a duty to me, which is why that's why it took me a little bit of time to kind of get around it, because right now feeling both of you are numb. How to, like, even if there are feelings, both of you are numb right now, and you're thinking more on, all right, fine, we just have to go through with this because we owe it to someone. So both of you have taken your emotions out of the equation right now, which is going to be interesting to get into how they're feeling about you, because very, very numb right now. I'm not getting that energy at all. So maybe if I get deeper into the tarot, maybe I'll be able to tap into some of those energies. But the way your person is feeling right now is they have to give this a try. They have to give this a try, and they're going to give it their best shot. But they're not really, the outcome doesn't matter to them. It's not that they're detached from the outcome because they want to manifest it. No, it's just they genuinely don't care what the outcome is going to be, because they feel they owe it to someone or some people or their past self to try this one more time. And trying is all that they will give that person. If it works out, it works out. It doesn't, it doesn't. Usually they'd be anxious or they'd be nervous. No, but right now I'm not even getting that energy. I'm getting very, very blocked energy, actually. So it's like, I have to do this because I owe it to someone, and I'm going to do it. And I'm going to give it my best shot, but that's about it. That's the energy coming. On your end, Pal 2, it looks like it's taken a lot out of you to agree to this, or to give this another shot, or to work on this. For a long time, it's possible that you didn't want to, but there's an element of you being forced to try again. Again, you could be putting that pressure on yourself, or it could be someone else as well. Depends on your situation. But there's a lot more pressure on you, Pal 2, compared to this person. Which is why I think there might be a little bit of jealousy on your end, because the outcome matters to you, whereas the outcome doesn't matter to your person. And the outcome matters to you because there's more pressure on you. Either you could be putting more pressure on yourself, or it could actually be other people or external circumstances that are putting more pressure on you. For example, I'll give you an example. Maybe you and this person, you've gone your separate ways, and now you want to try again for your kids. And you're doing this because, as much as possible, you want your kids to have a normal childhood. And so there's that added pressure on you. Whereas on your person's end, it's like, yeah, okay, let's give this a go. Yeah, okay, for the kids, but like, how is it going to impact them? What is going to happen? It doesn't seem to be on this person's mind. So there's a little bit of that jealousy coming through, I feel, on your end, Pal2, where there's a lot more responsibility on your end, Pal2, or at least you've taken on more responsibility of this connection on your end. And there's a lot of jealousy that this person doesn't even think or feel that way at all. You also could be wondering why you've decided to take on this responsibility and when it should actually be shared between the two of you. But no, this person's like running away, skipping away, doesn't want to take on that responsibility or even perceive that they have that responsibility. So it's a very, very different dynamic, definitely, Pal2. And I think you too are figuring it out yourself. One common theme for both of you is that you're doing this by keeping your emotions aside. So whether or not you want this, Pal2, I don't know. And I frankly, it looks like it doesn't matter because both of you have to do this. And you feel that responsibility, that duty. We've got one coming out. We've got one coming out here as well. It's 1, 0. I mean, 4 plus 6, 10. 1, 0 as well. So 10, 10. So maybe this is the last time that both of you are going to try. That could also be it. But yeah, there's definitely more responsibility on your end. Or at least you perceive there to be more. Pal2. All right? So if this sounds like you and your person, Pal2, let's get into how are they feeling about you, which, like I said, is interesting because your person right now does not want me to know. So we'll get into it. How is Pal2's person currently feeling about Pal2? Okay, that's good. How's Pal2's person currently feeling? Way too many. I'll take those. Okay, we have the Queen of Wands, the Magician, the Hermit, 10 of Cups, Knight of Cups. Okay, like I said, a lot of blocked energy is definitely coming through, but I think I'm getting details. So there's definitely a loss of power that this person is feeling. Because like I said, I think that there's a lot of detachment from their feelings. Central point is that your person has gone within. And they're thinking a lot about this connection. But with respect to their feelings, even though we've got cup energy here, it's more of, I hope this brings us happiness. But if it doesn't, then it's okay, at least we tried. That's the feeling that's coming through. Seeing it more as a duty, Pal2, it's something that they have to do. It's kind of like they want to give it one last shot so that they can feel good, that at least they gave it their all. But if it doesn't work out, This person will leave with no emotional attachments, pile 2. Like if it makes them happy, this trying again, then yes, they're absolutely happy. But if it doesn't, they're okay walking away. There's no emotional attachment to the end point. That's what I want to say. I don't know if that's healthy or not, to be very honest with you, pile 2. But I think there's more writing on your end than it is on their end. So I see a little bit of that casual energy coming through. And that's why maybe you might be a little bit jealous about how this person doesn't carry the weight of this connection as much as you are, or you have to. Even if I look at both of you, it's like the buffalo's looking elsewhere, the rabbit is looking elsewhere. So it's kind of like both of you are forced to be with each other. But they're hoping that it leads to something good. There's hope, yes, but it's not. How do I say this? It's not really. It's not something that they would get hung up over. It's very, very difficult for me to access what they're feeling. I'll be honest with you, pile 2, because I don't think that they are feeling much about this connection. Even this, there are other people watching this family. And so it might be that this person just feels like, okay, I've got to give this a last try because of so, and I will, and that's pretty much it. And if it leads to happiness, well, yeah, okay, awesome. If it does not, then yeah, I'm just going to walk away. That's fine with me too. That's more of the energy that this person is in. Let's see one advice for you, because one advice for pile 2, please. Way too many. Now that's scared. The Hierophant. Pile 2, I think that there is actually responsibility on your shoulder. I want to get you some more, actually. Hold on. I'll take that. The Emperor, the Chariot, the Hierophant, Judgment, 2 of Coins, 5 of Coins, 8 of Swords. Okay. How to? I'm really thinking children are involved for you. I mean, I've got it in the imagery as well. How to? Whatever decision you're making, yes, it may come out of a sense of duty and responsibility. And yes, for some of you, there might also be no choice. But after giving it a shot, pile 2, might be helpful for you to be honest with yourself about how this is affecting you. Because at the end of the day, Pal 2, yes, you might have obligations, yes, you might have duties and responsibilities, but also you have duty and responsibility to your present self to take the path that is most aligned to who you are today. Whatever decision you make, Pal 2, you might be able to hide your true thoughts from the rest of the world, but you've got to be honest with yourself. Because the way that I see it, the people who are aligned to your present self will respect you choosing yourself, whoever they may be. And if they're not, and they leave you alone, and they let you go, I guess I would say, then they were never aligned to your current self and your present self. And so whatever decision you make, Pal 2, there is no right or wrong, but it helps if you align with your present self, with what your present self truly wants, rather than what you think your past self would have wanted, or what other people are forcing you to do, or whatever duty or responsibility you perceive you have to do. It seems like a complicated situation, Pal 2, because even the advice that's coming through is pretty complicated and a little bit abstract, but choose yourself, Pal 2. Whatever decision you make, choose yourself. Choosing yourself can never be the wrong decision. And if after choosing yourself, there are people in your life who disappear or who choose not to be with you, then they were never aligned to your present self to begin with. And the people who are aligned, they will respect your decision. Duties and responsibilities is one thing, but don't forget, you also have a duty and responsibility to your present self. All right, Pal 2? That is the advice that's coming through. No, I understand that it is a complicated situation. But at the end of the day, you're in the middle of living your life, Pal 2. So I hope you don't forget that as well. All right? These are 3 timing cards that are that wanted to come out for you, Pal 2. Take your time. Think of 1, 2, 3 questions, or as many questions that you'd like related to timing. I do want to say, with respect to timing, if it comes out and it doesn't align, most likely it's for someone else. Let it go. Don't force it to align. If it comes out and it aligns with you, then most likely it is for you. But remember, timing is always based on the current energies of when you're watching this video, all right? So I've got 3 cards for you related to timing. Take your time, pause this video if you have to, and then I'll let you know when I'm opening the cards. Alrighty, Pal 2, I'm opening the cards. Not until you release control. Before the end of the week, 2 months. Alright, these 2 seem pretty self-explanatory. Let's get into this. Maybe there's an aspect of you controlling, maybe controlling how you perceive the situation, controlling different aspects of the connection, controlling other people's perception of this connection, or there might even be you controlling yourself as well, you know, or you perceiving there is control over you. So not until you release that control, whatever it is that you've been asking about, Pile 2, it might be helpful for you to think about what you are trying to control in this situation, all right? And it's not going to happen until you release control. Or it could also be release control of the outcome as well, all right? That was another message that wanted to come through, all right? So that is related to timing in your connection. Let's get into other 2323 creativity. Embrace and express your creativity. Seek balance in life. I am successful. So this one, I intended it to come up as either an affirmation from your higher self or a thumbs up. So the way that I see this connecting to your connection, but it doesn't have to. If you're struggling to bring a balance between what you truly want with other people's expectations or duties or responsibilities, then this might be a very, very good affirmation for you to keep telling yourself that you are successful in balancing other people's expectations, duties, responsibilities, as well as aligning with what you truly want. Now, if that part doesn't resonate and you have come to a point where you are balancing, all right, and you are feeling successful in whatever you intended to set out to do, this might be a thumbs up coming from your higher self that you're on the right path, all right? Take that as it resonates. Seek balance in life. I think this is very, very telling related to your connection, but it doesn't have to be. I think this could be balancing, yes, I do understand, you know, duties, responsibilities, and wanting to do something for someone else, but there should be a balance in that. You can't always go in one complete direction. You know, there also needs to be a balance in you, in putting yourself as part of the equation as well. All right, about 2. And then creativity. So if this connection has been draining you, then it might be helpful for you to channel that energy into creativity. It doesn't have to be related to this connection, but I am getting very, very similar energies over here. So it might be. Also, it relates a little bit to that as well. So might be helpful for you to express yourself through creativity. Might be helping you maybe figure out a way to balance the situation, or just help you clear your mind as well. All right, about 2. So those are the oracle cards that wanted to come out for your reading. I really hope that this reading brought you the clarity, comfort, and confirmation you're looking for, part 2. And thank you for allowing me to read for you. My private readings are open right now. You can check the details in the description box below. But if this is where you'd like to leave me, then I just wanted to say thank you so much for all the love and positive energy you've been sending my way, whether it's with likes, shares, subscribe, comments, the tips that you send in, watching my page ads. Those are the ways that I feel your love and positive energy, and I'm really, really grateful for it. How to? Please take care of yourself, all right? And please add yourself in the equation when you are considering your next step. All right, that's very, very important. And I think that is the biggest advice that's coming through. You are in the middle of living your life. As much as there are, yes, duties, responsibilities, and catering to other people's needs, you have to remember that you are living your life as well. You are in the middle of living your life, and it is a very, very beautiful life. But you have to put yourself in the equation as well when you are considering your next step. All right? Pal 2, this is where I'll leave you for today. I wish you the most peaceful outcome in the situation that you're in, and I'll catch you in my next one. Bye-bye.